Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. Today I want to review a sample set of Parfum d'Empire sent to me by Delise. Thank you very much. I talked about it on a live. Yeah, feel free to check that on a live on August 27th. So I talked about it, same video that I'm talking about Dans Paris. Feel free to check that out, but I just wanted to do a video as well, so it's kind of consolidated, pretty quick review of them. So they come there are 23 samples. When you buy a sample kit from them, the complete sample kit is 23 of them, and the price is 60 euro. This was obviously, I didn't buy this, the lease had sent it to me, so there will be some more of these, but I just want to do a few at a time because it will be too long if I'm going to do all of them together. So they come all like this in little boxes, and on the boxes they have the description of the fragrance, a little small description of the fragrance, and sometimes the notes if it's in there you could see, and then there's the description here. So let's start with the one that I have in my hand. It is Trois Fleurs. It's called Trois Fleurs, and this one still in production. Let me see what year it was produced. Trois Fleurs was a 2009 release, and the perfumer, I don't know who the perfumer is. And the notes are Turkish rose, galbanum, ylang ylang, mint, Bulgarian rose, tuberose, jasmine, geranium, iris, and then there is the tuberose again, jasmine, and white musk. So this is a big perfume, like in big florals, like big florals and kind of strong florals, but also very soft and feminine in certain parts because of the floral scents. I feel like tuberose in this one, I liked how tuberose is composed, but tuberose, rose, and jasmine are the stars of the show. There's galbanum and a tiny bit of mint I can smell. This one though, like, is quite, I would say, is quite feminine. Not for me necessarily because there's a lot of rose and tuberose, but I like it. Like, I could see it wearing someone prettier than me wearing this. So this is a beautiful fragrance. If you are into florals and like that, then you may try this. I didn't really get iris in this one, very small, maybe tiny kind of powderiness that it gives it, but yeah, I didn't get really much of iris in this one. But anyways, this is the Trois Fleurs. And what did it say? The description of the fragrance, it says, this petal rich floral tells three love stories in three voices through three flowers: rose for passion, jasmine for romance, and tuberose for forbidden pleasures, a sap green tear of galbanum, and a crisp mint leaf for excitement. Ooh. Okay, so there's that. And it stayed quite a bit the same throughout the dry down. Like, still those three florals were quite prominent in the dry down. Next one is Salute. Basically, this is the one that, let me see what it says here in the description. A tribute to the hospitality of Corsica and to its vineyards. This fresh eau based on wine leaves and wine dregs extract is livened by citrus. A powdery breeze of iris and musks evoke the angel's share. The depth of oak casks anchors it into the island's terroir. So this was like a fragrance that really, I think, it just gives the message of salute when you're drinking. Like, if you know you're saying cheers, this kind of would be one of them. I did smell like one of the people who was watching the live said it smells like the wine cork. Like, after just you open the wine bottle, it smells like the wine cork, and it absolutely does. So with this one, I do get the grapefruit and lemon, the happy kind of sparkly tops with wine leaves and grape leaves, just a tiny bit of greenness. I don't, again, get a lot of iris out of this one. I know it has oak moss and the cedar, but mostly from them I get the earthiness out of those. So that is Salute. It's a very happy fragrance, but it's a little bit boozy. So next one is Eau Suave. or Eau Suave, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see what the here. Eau Suave is this piquant rose cocktail reveals little known facets of the queen of flowers fruit: peach, raspberry, apricot, and spices, coriander, saffron, and pepper. Musk and vanilla round out the bouquet, set in mossy patchouli. So interesting, because some of these notes I don't get. Like the most prominent notes in this one that I'm getting is the rose and saffron. Um, and maybe like I initially I thought there might be some oud in there. There's some sweetness from vanilla, maybe it's from peach as well, but rose, patchouli, saffron, and maybe tiny sweetness from vanilla. It's in this one. It's quite potent, quite potent. I don't know if it's extrait de parfum or not. No, it's eau de parfum, but it's quite potent. Stays the same throughout the life of the fragrance. It's a nice one for people who really love rose. Next one we have from Parfum d'Empire, we have Iskander. This one I said on the live as well that it reminds me of a Greek island, where with the white sand, and it's happy time, and you're having some grilled fish with a lot of lime lemon on top. So that's what it reminds me of. And it is basically a burst of citruses in the top. Here it says about the description, it says, the radiance of citrons showcased by citrus accord, the delicate freshness of neroli contrasts with the bracing aromas of tarragon and coriander, oak moss, amber, musk anchor the notes in a sensuous sillage. So I do get a lot of citruses. So the citron, amalfi, lemon, grapefruit, tarragon, Virginia cedar, mandarin orange, coriander, African orange flower, neroli, oak moss, musk, and amber. I do get lots of citruses, a little bit of a greenness from tarragon or aromatic from tarragon. What I do get from amber is actually more ambergris or ambroxan than amber itself, like the warmness of amber, and that maybe makes it a little bit of aquatic feel to it, the saltiness of the ambergris. Very happy fragrance. It's beautiful. It's not mind-blowing or unique, but it's very nice. The next one is Aziyade. I had heard a lot about this one, so here it is. We have Aziyade here. The description says this cornucopia of aphrodisiac spices opened with a splash of pomegranate juice, candied date, prune, and orange notes draw us into a sensuous feast where tears of incense melt into musk, cistus, and carob. So really, pomegranate, if it was there, it wasn't very realistic, and it was very brief. That smelled in this one. Most notes that I got, like caraway and cardamom, took over the fragrance for me. Like in a way, I think it's also, I know someone who was watching also commented it's a little bit cuminy in some ways, and maybe the combination of caraway and cardamom does that. Then there's like plums, maybe date, and orange was also significant. Like it's a lot of orange that I smelled, some patchouli, and smokiness didn't really, I don't think it came through for me. Not for me, just because the caraway or cuminy kind of quality of it, it's kind of ruined it for me. Anyways, so these were these 5 samples from the house of Parfum d'Empire. I will review the other sample set. I have 1, 2, 3 more of these, and stay tuned for those. And let me know in the comments if you have tried any of these, which one you liked. If you have tried any of the other Parfum d'Empires, which ones are your favorite. If you like this content, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification button, and I shall see you later. Bye bye.